My name is Hiroki Matsuuchi, and you are listening to or watching Bridges, a weekly showcase of a single content creator in Japan and their content. This is episode number 11, and today we are doing yet another first for the Bridges podcast by featuring a musician on the show, as well as some of his music, a couple of his tracks. So this week, the artist we're talking about is creating music out of Tokyo, in addition to spreading his message far and wide all over the internet. It's a bit tough, in my opinion, to get a good feel for somebody's personality just by listening to their music. Although I guess there would probably be some people out there who disagree with me. But he is a self-proclaimed cynic, alcoholic musician who is sick and tired of being told what's cool. And it's that last point that I really noticed kind of shining through in some of his writing, some of the stuff he puts on the web. He's definitely got his opinions, and he most certainly is not afraid to put them into bits and bytes on the web. Although he doesn't talk much about what he thinks is cool in the world, there's definitely a lot from him that he thinks is uncool. Probably some of the stuff I put up there as well. He's certainly a character, and his music definitely seems to fit with his online persona. Of course, I've never met him in person, but I'm sure he doesn't put up too much of a false pretense. So I'm sure what you see online is probably similar to what you'd get if you met him in real life, walking the streets of Tokyo. So please kick back, relax, and listen to this next track. It's a title track off of his latest album, Gringos. And you can do this all while you are giving him a follow on Twitter. Enjoy. I think it's absolutely clear to everybody out there that I am, by no stretch of the imagination, a music critic. So there really isn't much more I can say about the music besides, whether or not I like it or dislike it, which of course I do like it in this case. of course. But of course, that's not really the point of the podcast. The point of this podcast is to introduce as much content created in Japan or about Japan to as many people as possible. And that actually leads me to something really cool that Betamax DC does. So after you finish watching this podcast, you can actually head over to his website where you can download all of his tracks, again, 100% of his tracks for free. Again, that's absolutely free. $0, 0 cents, 0 yen if you live in Japan. Again, there really isn't a single reason not to pick up his stuff, not to take a listen. So while I let that sink in, again, all of his tracks were free. Here is another track off of his album Welcome to Odd, titled Mordor. Please enjoy. And just in case you haven't already, please be sure to give him a follow on Twitter for some really interesting stuff. And absolutely be sure to download his music for free, again, free, online. And if you're still on the fence, there's no reason to be, but whatever. Here is one more track to help you make up your mind. This is yet another track off of his Welcome to Odd album, titled Run-In Shoes. Again, enjoy, guys.
what you're doing. Don't tell me what to do. You ain't got a fucking clue. Don't tell me what to do. You ain't got a fucking clue. Go and get your running shoes. You ain't got shit to prove. Don't tell me what to do. You ain't got a fucking clue. Go and get your running shoes. You ain't got shit to prove. Go and get your running shoes. You ain't got shit to prove. Pressing down the joker with something to do. I just sold my gold chain to your hood. Oh, too big, but it's just like you. A big fucking ego and it's straight looking at you. What have all of us become? We're singing these songs and just for fun. Well, let me find my other gun. The son of a world, my ego's run. Don't tell me what to do. You ain't got a fucking clue. Don't tell me what to do. You ain't got a fucking clue. Go and get your running shoes. You ain't got shit to prove. Don't tell me what to do. You ain't got a fucking clue. Go and get your running shoes. You ain't got shit to prove.
And that's about it, guys. So thank you all very much for watching or listening to episode 11 of Tsunami. Please don't forget to download his album. Download his album and follow him on Twitter. Again, you definitely won't regret it. And also, please be sure to get in touch with us over at tsunami@wanwan.fm with any comments, questions, or suggestions for future content creators to be featured on the show. Once again, my name is Hiroki Matsuuchi, and this is Bridges, and thank you for watching. So to ease you out of the podcast, I'll leave you with an instrumental track from Betamax DC titled "You Smell Like a Wet Dog." See you next week.